one more chance. Worry and honey, give it one more chance. Worry and honey, give it one more chance. Worry and honey.
A young mother and her 3-year-old daughter taken too soon. It's a case the Conway Police Department doesn't want the community to forget.
I want to stir your passion about this case. I don't want you to forget about it. It's extremely important to us, and it's even more important to a family that wants answers, knowing that they're still the person responsible for this at large. It's a danger to our community.
On a peaceful block in Conway, South Carolina, one neighbor would often see a mother sitting on her porch step while her young daughter played in the yard across the street from her home. As that neighbor relaxed on her porch, she often thought, that girl is a good mother. She would say she never let her daughter come outside unless she was with her. That single mother was 23-year-old Tragically Graham, who was serving in the National Guard while taking care of her 3-year-old daughter, Bailey. On the evening of September 28, 2020, Neek's neighbor, who normally sits on her porch during the day, left to pick up her daughter from college around 1 p.m. Instead of coming straight home, as was their routine, they went to the grocery store and got home between 4:30 and 5 p.m. When they arrived, they noticed Neek's door was open, which was unusual. The weather wasn't too hot that day, and the neighbor figured that Neek just had the door open to air out the house doing some cleaning maybe. It was at this point Neek's brother drove up to the home. Once he went inside the home, he started screaming, "They unalived my sister," according to the neighbor. Then someone else, said to have gone in the home, then sadly found little Bailey had been shot too. On that fateful evening after Neek was found by her brother unalive, it sent a panic throughout the family and community. Before the police could arrive on the scene, it was said that things started turning very chaotic. Multiple family members, very, very distraught, arrived at the home, which added to the chaos of the situation, according to the police report. Now, it was unclear when the tragedy happened that day, and the detectives would not say exactly how long the two were injured before they were found. To make matters even sadder, Neek's daughter was shot in the head but was still clinging to life. So, no telling what Bailey was feeling before she was rushed to the hospital. While everything was unfolding, Bailey's father, Devontae Simon, was made aware of what happened, but sadly he was incarcerated and was not able to support his daughter. Though Neek was a single mother, her daughter's father was very active in Bailey's life up until he became incarcerated. Even then, he still kept in contact, and Bailey had other siblings through her father, and she loved to spend time with them. Neek and Devontae had a good co-parenting relationship, and he said that she was literally the best person he ever knew. Now, in a lot of cases, it is normally the person's partner or the ex-partner who commits these types of crimes. However, Devontae was locked up on federal charges, so he definitely did not do it, and he had a great relationship with Neek. So the big question for Neek and Bailey's loved ones is who harmed them. Little Bailey was in the hospital fighting for her life, and her father would petition the court to get out to be by her side. But the feds will not let him out, and just 2 days after the tragedy, Devontae received the worst news, that Bailey succumbed to her injuries.
Let me see. Come here, girl. Look at me.
Like a rat.
Dolphin.
Dolphin.
Yeah.
Mommy, go duck.
That's a seahorse. Seahorse.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Johnny.
Yes, Papa.
Sugar.
No, Papa.
Teddy, rice.
No, Papa. Ha, ha, ha.
What the?
He was beyond devastated, as was every loved one involved, and fought to get out for the funeral, but was still denied. As the Conway police tried to piece together the tragedy, they canvassed and recanvassed Neek's neighborhood, hoping to find some new information, but it all led to nothing. Whoever shot the two were like ghosts. No one saw anything. No one heard anything. There was no cameras to catch anything, and apparently no good evidence to lead to anything.
It was 3 years ago when tragedy hit the Conway community. Police say a mother and her 3-year-old daughter were found shot and killed, but the person who pulled the trigger has still not been brought to justice.
On the night of September 28, 2020, 23-year-old Tajanique Graham and her daughter Bailey Simon were shot and killed in their home. Graham died on the scene and Simon died in the hospital a few days later. I talked with a few neighbors who did not want to go on camera, but one woman says she has lived on the street her entire life and nothing like this has ever happened. She says Graham was her cousin's granddaughter. She says she heard 2 gunshots that night and doesn't feel safe knowing the suspect is still out there. Another neighbor told me the situation devastated her, especially hearing about 3-year-old Bailey Simon.
Neek was loved and cherished. Her daughter was so sweet and smart, and the whole family loved when both of them were around. Neek was literally a young, hard-working mother serving her country, also working in a nursing home because she loved the elderly. So who would take her and her daughter's life for no reason? She was described by her siblings as the mother of the bunch because she was so caring and also wanted to help others. Neek was also known as a generous young woman and was not known to have any enemies. In February 2021, the Conway police chief announced that the FBI was offering a $10,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest of the perp or perps involved. The chief said the case is not a cold case, but the leads are not coming in. Investigators said they have interviewed more than 50 people as part of the investigation. Since then, very little other information has been released. In February 2022, Conway Police once again called upon the public for help solving the case and announced that the $10,000 reward was still available. The family has put up billboards over the years and continue to push for justice. As of February 2024, there is still a $10,000 reward, and Neek's brother also said he has $10,000 as well and to contact him with info. Both investigators and loved ones of Neek and Bailey hope that someone will come forward to help solve the case. If you know something, say something. This young lady and her daughter did not deserve what happened to them, and it is a very horrific tragedy. Also, this tragedy has left many worried, not knowing who did it and where the person or persons involved could be. I pray that more years do not have to pass before justice is served. Tajanique Graham deserves justice. Bailey Simon deserves justice. Their family deserves justice and peace, knowing that whoever was involved is off the streets. So please don't forget to comment your thoughts and prayers for this family in their difficult time getting justice. And hit that like button and share to keep your people aware. And as always, remember, stay woke. Things change quickly.